All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's Sunday, it's football Sunday, but we also got my Lakers going for the Game 3 win tonight, so, you know. But what I want to say, man, is I was watching this Washington football. So weird, man. Watching the football team versus the Baltimore Ravens game, along with the Cowboys game. I was watching this game, and I thought that, first of all, I think Washington is not necessarily a good football team, but they got some things to build on. They might have the quarterback. And much of it's up and down with that guy sometimes, but they might have the quarterback. They might just have the quarterback. I'm not sure. But his numbers 32 or 45, 314 yards. That'll get it done. That'll get it done now. He didn't have a touchdown or whatever. He did not have a touchdown, but throwing at least. But yeah, it feel like they got some pieces. They can get better. They can move forward from what's the guy name? McLaurin, I think his name. McLaurin, something like that. He had a great game throwing today, so kudos to him. I feel like for the Baltimore Ravens, this was a game that you was like, you kind of wanted a little more, but you wanted to get back in the winning track. Now, this is the one question I had, though. How did Lamar Jackson lead them in rushing with only 53 yards? And again, I think the Redskins got a solid defense. I don't want to take nothing away from their defense, but that's just not what you used to seeing from Baltimore. I feel like they're because so I made a video earlier this was it a couple days ago, and I said for this got to be a show of force for the Baltimore Ravens. This got to be a game where they really just and I felt like they did it at points in this game. But I still felt like it wasn't. I don't know. Correct me, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. It still didn't feel all the way like Baltimore's Ravens football, like what they've become accustomed to. I really believe that they're a team that prides themselves on their ability to just can flat out. I mean, they got a heck of a backfield. Let me say that they got a heck of a backfield. They got of course Dobbins, of course Ingram. You got Gus Edwards, who still, to me, he need a little more. Like, you still don't know. You know what you got, but it's such a crowded backfield. And then you got Lamar Jackson that can run. But I felt like it was interesting that none of these, that out of all those running, nobody had over 60 yards. Nobody had over 60 yards running. To me, that says that they're still working it out. They're still figuring it out, but I do think Washington have a great. I don't want to say great, but they got really good, decent defense over there. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. They got some players over there that you go, this could be. So I don't think the Washington football team. I think they've gotten better since last year. Let's say that. I think they've gotten better. Now they wasn't that. It ain't that big of an upgrade, but they got better. I think they got more. I think they got a good coach in Rivera, and it's showing. Even though in these losses, you still feel like they're just putting the pieces together. They're finding their footing. And then in the NFC, you might not need to win but 4 games to win that division. So who knows? They're very much probably still in the lead for the division title. So shout out to them for building that thing. But the Baltimore Ravens, I think that they're still figuring it out, man. And what I mean by figuring it out, I feel like they're still putting it together. I feel like this win psychologically was good for them, but it wasn't a blowout for them to get overly confident. Like, to me, I thought that it was one of those wins where you go, okay, all right, let's get back to what we're doing. Let's settle back down. It was a settle down win. Now, honestly, I thought it was going to be a come out, blow away game, a game that you just go, all right, we want to get some revenge on somebody. But it wasn't, and you felt like it could have been, but it wasn't. But first of all, let me say this. I'm saying that just because I believe Baltimore is that good, not because Washington is that bad. I believe Baltimore is that good, but it's stepping stone. It's stepping stones to get it back. But then again, the bright side about a win like this is you don't walk away from this like, yeah, we are that good. No, you walk away like, all right, we still got work to do. We got a lot of work to do. If you Baltimore Ravens, you're looking going, we got some work to do, man. We're good, but we need to go. We need to get back to where we was. Now, is it different not having home? And obviously, they wasn't even home today. But I'm just saying, overall, is it different not playing in the M&T? I pass by it all the time. M&T Bank Stadium. Is it different? Yeah, not having fans. Yeah, not even though I know there was a home day, but it's different. Everything just feels different about this entire football season. I mean, this has been a season like no other, and just to start off, man, your injuries are insurmountable for some teams. And then you got things happening like, people positive tests and stuff like that. So, but overall, not to veer off from here, I think the Ravens are a team that I don't think they hit. I ain't gonna say I don't. I know they haven't hit their stride yet. Listen, I'm not backing down, all right? They were my pick to win the AFC, and I'm not moving, all right? I'm a ride with my decision. I'm not giving up. I don't care how I look. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking to my guns, baby. All right? I think that for me, actually, as they're starting to, after the loss to Kansas City, they get the win today. They're starting to. You want to get the wheels going, and depending on how you, that could be a good thing. Because what if this team, they just start hitting they stride toward the end of the season going into the playoffs? They'll be in the playoffs. Just start to hit their stride going into the play. That's what you want. See, if they just blowing everybody away now and then kind of get comfortable heading to the playoffs, I feel like that played a part last year. You know what I'm saying? But if they go into the playoffs, hitting their stride, hungry, really paying attention to the details, you got something here. As far as Baltimore Ravens defense, I thought their defense was pretty good. I'm definitely glad they went on ahead and signed Humphrey. To me personally, that shows their commitment to stand within their identity. The Baltimore Ravens organization is built off of defense. When you think historically about the Baltimore Ravens, you think of defense. And they know that about themselves as an organization, and locking up Chris Humphrey, only further that notion, right? So, super happy for them for making that. As far as this game, it's a stepping stone game. It's a game to get back. It's a game to say, we got a W, but we got a lot of work to do. And that's how I took this this game, is they got some more work to do. This is a building game. This wasn't a overwhelmingly just, destroy the other team game. But all in all, I do believe this team is heading in the right direction, and it's a stepping stone, and they're going to build and get built, and they're going to get hot at the right. And I think the difference between this season and last year, Baltimore Ravens will get hot at the right time. With that being said, guys, that's my thought. That's my reaction to the Baltimore Ravens game. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, you guys be good.